Let's roll.
Also, the current standings for the teams, as we talked about at the end of last week, DR being in 9th place, 63 overall points, and XK being in 8th place with 68 overall points, a difference of 5 total points.
This is going to determine who's in that relegation spot.
Yes, it will. It will definitely be a
Pikachu
determining
Lightning.
factor.
Appreciate the follow. Welcome in.
Yep. All the teams that are currently in danger of relegation include, well, DOD pulled themselves out of it today, but BOS, XK, DR are definitely within range of being on that chopping block before the end of the season.
I mean, you don't want to be that team going to T2 next season. I mean, the reality of the situation is that with T2 just starting up, it's going to basically be in its testing phase. You know, we're going to have new casters, we're going to have new teams, and I know from an ownership perspective, we're not going to be putting too many resources in terms of a prize pool into a testing season. There will be a prize next season for T2. However, the real prize, of course, is going to be being able to make it into T1, where the real money will be. But that's the big thing, is that you don't want to be in that testing season. You know, you want to stay here where the casting is, where the live streaming is. You know, I'm not going to go down that. I'm going to get on a rant if I continue to talk about that. Montaigne, so no Thatcher ban. We have a Blackbeard, Montaigne, and Capcan ban.
That Capcan has proven to be dangerous last week and this week.
Well, the Capcan's only dangerous if you just don't have eyes and decide not to check. But again, I mean, the XK does have a pretty aggressive play style, so I guess when on attack, I mean, I don't really know. But with note that they're not even gonna bring. They have the Maverick, not Thatcher. Interesting.
They've got the plays memorized. They know what they're doing. They assumed that it was Thatcher ban, but no.
Yeah, he's just gonna throw the cluster charge at the attacker, or not the attacker, the defenders. Just throw it at him.
I thought he was just going to burn him with the torch.
I was talking about fuse, but you know.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Okay.
Pick up Maverick's torch. Anyway, we're on Aviator.
Yeah, we are on Aviator Games here. Looking like a pretty standard setup here. Ella not running shotgun, does have that shield. Interesting though that Smoke is opting to use barbed wire instead of the shield. I think that's a mistake. Honestly, I've been an operator that I haven't really seen much play here in the league is Goyo. Honestly, I have like over on PC I have like a 2.2 win loss with Goyo. Just having that many shields is just fantastic.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to think back to a simpler time when Twitch had like 10 shots in her drone and it was like 10 damage a piece. This game used to be wild.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
The majority of the attackers are going to be spawning out over on the master side of the map. Looking like they're going to be going for that back push toward landing. Could be wrong. I honestly think their operator choice is pretty poor. I would have personally, I mean, if you can get away with pushing the site with just the Habana, but I think honestly, like, the Thatcher on the board, like, would make it so much easier to be able to go for that wall, open up that line of sight, to be able to go for that vault push.
Loading new magazine.
They also have got to deal with that Maestro cam, which another thing is that having that Thatcher would have disabled any Maestro cams. We do have Mixurico, who is over on the trophy side of the map. We're going to have to deal with him before they're going to be able to push anywhere close to sight. This first engagement is really going to set the pace for the remainder of the round. Drone's coming out now. We have a player inside bathroom. Need to be careful not to get too aggressive. Push it by yourself. Shots coming out. We have a player on Astro stairs as well as inside master bedroom. Jaeger going to make the smart decision to pull back to where he can get a little bit of help from the Ella. Shots now coming out. Player is inside trophy. He's going to swing and go down. Nice shots there from the Jackal. Not even going to take any damage in that gunfight.
Concussion ready.
DR does have a long road to climb here in the last last a few weeks of their main season, but it is possible they could pull themselves out of relegation by winning this match here today. Especially if they're able to pull XK down. Ella getting a little bit too ambitious here with these shots. That Scorpion's great, but it's not the best.
Loading new magazine.
The attackers being able to secure 90 is going to be pivotal. I don't know what it is about these teams, but we barely ever see a team try to go behind on the window and pinch that player there. They continue to try to walk up. I mean, it's kind of like a mirror of the OA game that we saw against BGO, where they all just kind of stacked up on the doorway and stood there for 20 minutes. Finally, a player going to rotate over. It's almost as if they can hear me speaking to them. Pressure is going to come out, and that's going to force them back. Look at that. Could have done that 20 minutes ago. Sometimes, man. Now they have 20 seconds left on the clock. You gotta think quick. Flashbang's coming out.
Target detected. Second floor. Nest in position.
15 seconds left.
It's gonna come down to Bandit's ability to be able to hold here. He's gonna be able to take out Dr. Bolo.
Attackers bomb the diffuser.
Now it's the shots are coming out. XK gonna start getting the picks they need. And they're gonna finish it up. Solid performance there. Really shaky on the start, but however, I think them holding up on 90 for so long. Sound cut off? Is it still there? Is it still off? Oh, okay. I was a little confused. Well, I think them holding on 90 for so long is really what did that to them. You should not be sitting out there on 90 for that long. The rotate over to the window was just too late. No denial from the defense yet, Trophy. I mean, again, they keep running this Maverick. Like, what is that all about? Like, run the Thatcher. Run the Thatcher. I promise it works. I mean, to be fair, they're not running in the... Okay, there's the Bandit. I mean, again, Xiled Kings running very aggressive operators here. I mean, they do have some utility that they are using. I mean, I am glad to see that they're actually investing in the denial and stuff. But what? Okay.
And I'll take some early damage.
I mean, I'm not really sure what was going on there. I mean, I think it was just testing his I don't know. Don't ask me. Uprise doesn't know anymore.
Place device.
So far, not looking. No reinforcements are going up over on the Aviator side. Looks like they are going to be going for this little bit of an extension to that side of the map. You really need to be careful of pushes from 90 and stairs, as well as fast executes onto Astro and Master.
5 seconds to go. Bomb located by attackers.
Possibly could work out for them.
To defuse a bomb.
Does seem that the attackers once again are going to be going for this. Looks like Xurico going to go for a bathroom jump out. They're going to be able to do some damage, but equally traded off by Revan, also known as Jon Snow, since everyone wants to change their name every week. Eventually, I'm going to have to have a list for every player for all their aliases.
Is that Jon Snow?
It is Jon Snow.
Okay.
The more you know.
I wish I knew these things.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I gave up on the name changes. I think next season we're just going to say no name changes at all, or you can't play. Because I have to go to the website and update this every single time somebody does the name change. And they might think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But it is a big deal, because it takes me a long time. And every single team wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a player playing inside Aviator. Fuse actually going to be able to pinch this player out.
I got you.
Prevent him from being able to escape. Like to see Dr. Bolo going for these drones, but again, playing by himself, not the best way to be able to do a roam clear here. Player is inside of Aviator, still has not moved from behind that couch. That's going to be McCirco on the low HP, going to be able to take out the Habana. That's going to be the hard breach off the board. Needs to be careful not to mistake this player's position, who is inside of Aviator still. Revan going to be taking some shots onto the Bandit. But Dr. Bolo going to be able to clean them up. That's warding off the board. 4v3 situation now. And that's going to be the Aviator side of the map completely in the hands of the attack. No, GOD's up next versus the Outlast Academy. Bandit playing inside a statue behind the statue. Going to need to be careful not to get pinched out here. Purge going to try to take some shots through the fireplace there. Can't do that quite yet. Taking some time to drone. Hopefully they don't let time burn down too far. Zofia getting ready to jump in. They're going to need to do something soon. Here comes the swing. Jaeger is going to move over. And he's going to get taken out. Good. On the triple kill now, the Jackal. Going to get swung now from the Bandit. They're going to know his position. In comes Maverick taking him out, and that's going to be it. DR taking the round. Well, definitely not one-sided at all. Last match was BGO versus VII on Consulate, and that was VII winning that match. However, it was invalidated due to points. They had subs, and BGO opted to make them take the forfeit, so that's a BGO win for them. So far, though, DR, they said they're not out of this yet. If they lose this week's match, I'm thinking they're going to be in a situation where it's going to be incredibly difficult to be able to pull themselves out of relegation. With XK being in 8th place, pushing themselves further ahead with the lead. A win here would do wonders to be able to pull them up, because DR changed to 9th place, right?
Bombs from being defused by attackers.
DR is currently 9th place.
A win here today would put them in 8th, correct?
A win here would.
Okay.
Because XK is the one in 8th right now.
Okay.
And the teams are basically whatever teams are
Bomb located by attackers.
So this is actually a pretty important match. I mean, DR being able to win this means they're going to be out of relegation, and they could be safe. They're obviously going to have to keep it up for the rest of the season, but you know that gap between 8th and yeah, VII had 2. Yeah, they had subs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. VII's match was invalidated. I mean, for points. What tea do I have? English breakfast tea. I was all out of Earl Grey, so had to make do. Revving gonna be taking the early position onto Panty, putting the Nomad up. Honestly, my favorite thing to do here is to open up the angle there, shooting open that cabinet to be able to shoot through into the site. So far, looking like they're going to possibly be going for top 4. Nope, they do have the Fuse. I have yet to see Fuse use a single cluster charge, which is a shame. So far, I mean, the site presence is starting to weaken a little bit as we see the Oryx going downstairs. Where is that last defender? Yeah, they're 2 downstairs. Okay, interesting. 2 of the defenders downstairs. Not really sure. I mean, they could potentially stop a push. I said there's going to be the first as the IQ's off the board. These solo pushes just not working out for the attack. Now Revan going to be taking some shots. As he tries to go into pantry, going to have to jump back out. That's going to be it. Dr. Bolo, once again, just doesn't care. Continues. I was about to say Dr. Bolo, but it's really DR Bolo. I'm just going to say Bolo from now on. But I reason I say Doctor just because I don't want it to be the Bolo. So we're just going to keep, you know what? We're going to keep it Dr. Bolo. Don't put DR in front. You want to put it behind. Dr. Bolo it is. Everyone on DR has a doctorate, so that's what we're going to go with. Can't change my mind otherwise. They're all disciples of Jistin's School of Law for Siege.
I believe that's the business school of drone economy.
Oh, you forgot. He got the LLM degree, you know, the joint law MBA program.
Absolutely.
My mistake. I completely forgot about his business. I completely forgot about his business credentials.
Yes.
That fuse needs to start putting some of those cluster charges downrange. Now is the time, fuse. Now is the time.
If only his utility would work through like the floor.
If only, yeah. Like, please
Attackers have
put
dropped
the
the
cluster
bomb.
charge down right there. You'll kill the doc. Where are you going? You have 3 in your pocket. Ooh, man, and that's gonna be McCirco taking out Purge. You know what would have really helped right now? A Thatcher.
Cluster charge
15
going up!
seconds to go.
I'm gonna put the fuse charge in an area that doesn't really matter.
10 seconds left.
Dr. Bolo, is he gonna be able to fix it up? Nope. Surgery is gonna have to save him.
I see. This is not looking ideal for GR whatsoever.
Bring right operators, and if you're gonna bring an operator, use the utility. That's actually a misconception. Fuse cluster charges only work on windows that are partially open where you can be wall banged.
That's what I'm saying. Get wall banged right through the wall.
Dude, I bet they use controllers like real cheaters.
Anyway, let's see.
Oh man.
Here comes another fuse again, but
I am so confused why they continue to run this Habana Maverick combo. What is going on with these?
Attackers need to locate
Whatever.
and defuse bomb.
Villa for one thing is all its features that
Listen,
you do with mapping.
it's not Uprise's problem anymore.
You're right.
Yo, sometimes I think I'm gonna have to have like a little pregame show where I like go talk to the captains and be like, look, if you're gonna do something dumb, don't.
Attackers have
That's from my
located a
pep
bomb.
talk. It's still not as bad as last week, man. I cannot get over JD shooting at his own teammate with the enemy.
10 seconds to insertion.
And never
Bomb
forget
located
Monster
by
taking that
attackers.
knife fight in the bathroom.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh man, those are some good clips. Probably got to make a
Attackers are
highlight
heading
video
out
at the end
to
of the
defuse a
season.
bomb.
Well, I'm looking to make a highlight video every week.
Highlight video every week, you heard it here.
Yeah, I just need to get the video files and stuff. Cough, bros.
Oh yeah, those legendary nades, yeah. And my man threw that grenade through the drone, tried to throw it through the hole, it bounced back, didn't even try to run, just stood there, just got deleted. Alright, a little bit of a slow start to the round now, 30 seconds in there. No one has even attempted to start a push here. We have Dr. Bolo with the diffuser over on the other side of the map with, well, this is Xbox.
Placing cluster charge.
I'm gonna, you know what, that's actually, that's something I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add an Xbox logo for next week. Just because I want to make sure that it's there. Because I don't know why I haven't done that.
Yep.
I have a few, I didn't really, it took me 3 hours to get a lot of this stuff set up last night. So I didn't have all the time in the world, so having the entirety of next week to be able to fine tune this would be better. That said, we're gonna see, that's gonna be Vigil off the board. Yep, Vigil and his amazing utility that he contributed to the team is now off the board. Was he the only roamer? No, he was not. Still have the bandit who is playing on main stairs. Oh yeah. Well, PC leagues are a dime a dozen. What we're trying to do here is eventually replicate the old Xbox Pro League. Eventually. We have plenty of moments with people doing less than intelligent things. Gotta really be careful with my word placement there, or word selection rather.
Looks like a lot of stalled out attacking.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I honestly read a little bit of the news here. You know, I actually don't even have the stream pulled up anymore. I'm just reading. And then Doc is gonna walk in front of. What? Oh man. Obama just doesn't care. Absolutely insane.
Reloading!
That's going to be the Zofia down. Jaeger holding on to his position. Oh my God, Jaeger doesn't care. The attacking team is not helping them, and now they're going to be able to rotate over.
15 seconds remaining.
Don't ask me about the fuse pick, please don't.
10 seconds left.
No, we run a full season every week. We have each team plays one match throughout the 9-week season, and then they have a tournament at the end of the season for there's relegation for the bottom 2 teams, and then there's a 8-team tournament which has cash prize. Sponsored by GOD. Oh, they got the diffuser down. Hold on a minute. What? When did the diffuser go down? This just shows how much I get to the chat so distracted.
Yeah.
Jaeger doesn't care. Gonna be able to clean them up. Revan the last alive. And he's gonna get them all. That's quad kill. But
Attackers need
not
to
enough.
protect the diffuser. Position compromised.
Yeah. We've already surpassed our goal of our
Bomb
minimum
defused.
$500 prize
Attackers
pool for
win.
this season, but we might be increasing it up to 1,000. Next season we will definitely be more than likely increasing first place to 1,000. Jaeger just doesn't care. I mean, honestly though, when you get in those post-plant situations 1v4, I mean, a lot of times the other team will start getting a little careless. I mean, who's playing Jaeger? Same player's playing him right now.
Socks on. Sands.
I don't know what that. That's a very specific name. And for those of you wondering that are new to the league, we do not charge entry fees. That is all covered through our partnership agreements with the organizations that play for us. 100% free of charge.
Attackers need to locate
Show
and defuse
okay, I
as
can do
many
that.
bombs as they
All right,
can.
so requirements. Everybody, all players have to be 16 years of age or older. Pro Spotter was subscribing with the Prime. Appreciate that. Yeah, all players must be 16 years of age or older to be able to play on a team. If you're just an individual, you can join any of the teams as long as you're in the drafting phase.
If you are
Bomb located by attackers.
At the moment,
Yeah.
please talk to JD. So
Yeah, VII is hurting for players. As far as like bringing in new teams, we're open for next season. We're going to be opening up T2 competition next season, so we're going to be having a couple of teams come in and replace some of the teams in T1, and then the remaining teams are going to be there. So we have up to, I think, we're expecting
Attackers are
somewhere
heading
between
out to
18 to
defuse
21
the bomb.
teams for next season, I want to say. So if anybody wants to join the league next season as a team, we just have to get in contact with their organization if you have one. If not, we can get you placed with one of our partners.
thank you, Spotter, for the Prime.
All right, so far, I mean, again, we have this aggressive Jaeger now. So just hoping that he's going to be able to do a little bit of work
Attackers
before
drop the diffuser.
the attack gets the plant down. I'm honestly still a little bit unsure. I got a little distracted with the chat. I'm not sure how they got in and was able to get that the plant down. I'm assuming that Misurko went down to one of the players and they were able to get behind the bar. Pretty aggressive run. We have Vigil and Jaeger off site. I mean, honestly, if DR pushes in, they could very easily take side control as long as they win a couple gunfights. Purge going to be taking those shots from Master, and that's going to be him off the board. That's the Maverick. Again, I'm not sure why they continue to bring the Maverick when they have a Thatcher on the board, but they're just gonna, I'm not going to try to find a reason for it anymore. Coming down to the last couple of rounds of the half, though. So far, I mean, back and forth. DR actually staying in it. Need to be careful here. Going to be able to get that footprint. This could be what he needs. And he's gonna get spotted out. Sox taking him out. Can't slow peek like that. You're gonna have to get a little aggressive with your peek. So far, I mean, again, it's kind of keeping in the fashion of what we've seen in these last few rounds. Is the defenders are of Xiled Kings winning around, and then DR immediately being able to bring it back. This could be what they need, however, as that's gonna be Ash off the board. Not expecting the prone angle. Gandalf taken out. Oh man, it's not looking good for DR. Revan, team captain, IGL, alone against the entire team, and he's not even gonna be able to get any of them. That's a flawless round. Yeah. Honestly, again, I think DR could potentially be winning this more decisively if they would simply run better operators.
Yeah, the whole thing with this, if you look at the selections that have been made by XK so far, they're really focused on individual gun skill when it comes to a lot of their picks. They're picking the Vigil, they're picking the all these roaming operators, they're picking the Mozzie, stuff like that. All of this kind of adds up to where they're relying on their individual's gun skill and to take individual portions of the map.
Yeah.
Where
100%.
DR, they really need to be utilizing each member of their team to try to pinch out these positions. And they did it. They did it for a few rounds. That's why they were able to win those rounds, is because they knew how to pinch out. But
well, that's the thing, is that, again, like, they're not using the this is Xbox. They're not using the they're not using their operators correctly. Like, they're bringing, like, they do have the Ying this time, but like they need to use that utility.
As many bombs as they can.
It just it kind of irks me a little bit when I see teams that they have the potential to be able to win. But again, like I said it before, XK relies heavily on their fragging potential to be able to win matches. And we saw last week when they went up against God, they got absolutely slaughtered because God had the gun skill and they had the strats on theme park, just absolutely wiped them. Gun skill is only going to carry you so far. The big match we have up next is going to be God versus OTO, or the Academy team. Going to be a battling for first place. And then, of course, our last match of the day is going to be DH versus BOS, where they're going to determine whether or not they're going to be able to go to first place. Oh, man, it's just going to be a crazy last two matches. We saved the best for last, in my opinion.
yep.
So far, I mean, really only one player on site. Interesting.
The attackers bombed
Maybe I have
diffuser has
Xiled
been
above.
dropped. Attackers
Honestly,
recovered
this
the
is another
diffuser.
thing that DR is not doing. They need to drone the site. If they were to drone, like, as an IGL, like, if you're not droning and you're looking for these weaknesses, like, if you know this team's aggressive, that's the first thing I'm going to check for. Hey, how many of them are off-site? Oh, the entire team? Great, let's go push. Bandit has returned, but still, I mean, it's a 2v5 situation if you push incorrectly. I mean, they have Mixurico who's playing down below. But if you ignore Pantry, you can very easily just take the site here. I mean, you just got to win a couple good gunfights. Plus, you have that Ying to be able to use that utility. I mean, we do have Sox who's returning. I mean, the opportunity to try and get a quick rush is starting to slip away. Drones are finally coming in. Again, we're at the 2-minute mark, and nothing really substantial has happened. We have Dr. Bolo up above. I'm not really sure what happened there to the Valkyrie. It looks like, oh yeah, she did rotate downstairs. But they actually have opened up the possibility of being pushed in through laundry. That said, that's going to be Legion swinging. And again, Habana going down to the Vigil. That's the second time in a row that that's happened. Like, this sloppy single pushing, like, I'm not sure why they're not trying to drone each other in, why the hard breach is pushing by themselves at all. It's just these small mistakes that I've said time and time again are what's going to lead to the defeat of some of these teams. Going to spot the Bandit out, not going to be able to react fast enough. Need to be careful here. Sitting in that same spot, it's going to be not going to see it. And there it goes. That's going to be Gandalf taken out. His second kill of the round. Yeah, now it's really starting to push into the favor of Xiled Kings here. But one thing to take into consideration that we haven't talked about yet is that we did see them, take these 2 rounds on attack, which means that they're not going to be in that dreaded 5-1, 6-0 situation going into the second part of the half. So it is possible they could very easily come back from it. They have a little wiggle room for mistakes, and then that's going to be another flawless round. XK starting to back themselves here. Honestly, it's all going to boil down to how this change goes.
Really starting to rev up. Really starting to actually work pretty cohesively overall. I mean, you look at what happened last week in their beat with God.
Yeah.
One of the big fears that they probably had was that they were going to get tripped up by the number one ranked team in the league right now, God. They were going to get tripped up by that, and that was going to affect them coming into this game. Whether it has or not, it's not looking like it. With 2 flawless rounds in a row going into the half here, they're looking better than before they played God. Looking better than when they played God.
Got the Ace and the Habana with the Thatcher. Thatcher is actually not banned, despite the fact that DR did not run it one time the entire first 6 rounds.
I'm gonna go set up the next match.
Yeah, go ahead. I got it from here.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
You know
being
what? Quick
defused
side
by
note: we are
attackers.
actually well ahead of schedule. And when I say, oh no, I'm about to lag out, aren't I? Look at that. Look at the dreaded lag. Oh, nope, stayed in it. Just kidding. We've actually been able to maintain our schedule without having any significant wait times or being able to go over our time limit. We've kept everything under 10 minutes of our scheduled start time, which is good to see. Like to see the castle on the board as well as the mute. Looks like DR are going to be tanking up on site though. I would like to have seen the castle be used a little bit more aggressively to try and extend out a little bit, or at least hold some of the map a little longer, not some lines of sight. Again, none of these teams opting to open up that line of sight. They're on the main aviator wall. I'm hoping eventually that catches on.
Shield deployed.
Some late round setup here.
Reloading. Yes, up and running.
It's looking like a little bit of a split push. Gandalf has the diffuser over on the other side of the map. Not sure if that's intentional. But we do have Hardbreach going to be pushing over here with Thatcher. And about just Gandalf alone, the Nomad on the other side of the map. Again, if you're going to go for a study execute and you're not going to push landing, don't have any players over there, especially with the diffuser. No players playing main stairs. They are all tanked on site right now. That's not the play. I don't know if we saw that, but Revan just floated into the corner. Buck from below going to start clearing out some of that utility. That's going to open up the possibility of being able to get that wall. Eight's going to be opening up. That's going to be very early on. That shield now going to need. He had an opportunity to move that shield where he could have played a little bit more effectively, but now it's not looking likely. Shuriko. I think that was a mistake to open the bar wall, in my opinion. However, it looks like it doesn't matter. Shots are coming out. XK collapsing.
Tossing EMP grenade.
Last few players inside of Aviator and Vault, respectively, going to be able to hold on. But it's not looking good.
Knock, knock.
Wall has been opened. Okay, Vault opened up now. This is the pressure is real for the defenders here. And that's going to be it. As the smoke goes down, it's going to put all the pressure onto the Jaeger, and Jaeger going to be able to get a double kill now. All in her hands. Shots from behind as the Buck's going to clean it up. XK going to widen the gap. Taking a quick peek at the scoreboard, however. Very strong performance from all of the members of XK. Looks like we only have really Dr. Bolo and Zugi doing a pretty solid job on their time. You're going to need to get some more kills from those support operators, or at the very least, you're going to have to waste more time. They gave up too much map control early on. Honestly, they all were on site, and they gave up all the map control early on.
This is completely my fault, but I forgot to complete predictions from earlier.
Oh, well. A little bit late for that now.
Predictions for this game, but well, we'll get predictions up for the following game, which I have insider information on.
Oh, really? What are we going to be doing?
the insider information.
Oof.
Okay. We're going to be playing on my favorite map, Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Oh.
Going to be playing on Clubhouse.
Okay.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
LS
attackers.
Academy attacking.
Interesting. I'm hoping to see DR get a little bit more aggressive, man. I'm so excited for this next game. I'm hoping
it's gonna be good.
Oh man.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm expecting it to go back and forth. I'm really hoping that it's going to be a crazy gun fest. Both of our top teams. I mean, I know that from their performance in the past that it's going to be solid, but I'm hoping that it's not like one of those things where it's like a major upset where like just one just runs away with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Device placed.
5 seconds remaining.
Shield play in that's not a good placement for the shield. You want to place it at least a little bit further back so the ADSs can actually
Attackers'
catch any
objective is to
projectiles
defuse
coming
a
in.
bomb.
Just a little pro tip. That, and you can also peek. I mean, honestly, that shield placement in that doorway is not the best. Looks like they're going to be going for the tried and true method of pushing through study. It worked for them last time because guess what? They had a Thatcher. Purge's going to be trying to play it down below.
Enemy contact.
Not sure exactly what he's hoping to accomplish.
Tango. First floor.
But Drone's going to spot him out eventually. No, Drone did spot him out, but he luckily moved right before it was able to do any damage.
Reload!
Buck knows exactly where he is. He's not flash. He's actually able to stay alive, and he has Vigil to be able to support him from library. Needs to be careful here, not being too aggressive. Gonna take some shots out. They're gonna be aware of that position.
Reloading.
Wall's being opened up above.
Deployed night.
Buck from behind, gonna spray through the door. Gonna need to be careful here. My opinion, best move is to back off. And he's gonna get taken out. Did not listen to Uprise's advice. That's gonna be a quick 2 picks for XK as Rise is gonna take out Secura.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Now Revan gonna stop the beat just a little bit. But that's gonna be Rise taking up Dr. Bolo on the stairs. Ain't gonna be getting a second. Oh, excuse me, the triple kills. He's gonna be able to take out Revan. He's gonna once again leave the Jaeger in the 1v4 situation. Is she gonna be able to get anything? No. That's gonna be match point for Xiled Kings.
Wow. This team took a little while to warm up. Like we said
They warmed
before.
up all right, yeah. Hey guys, you might
warm.
want to run your terrorist hunts before the match starts. That's like a little, get your warm-ups in so you don't have these early round hijinks.
Yeah.
Run a casual or something. Sing a song together. Whatever. Whatever works. But do it.
Whatever.
I thought it was going to be close too, but I mean, it's not over yet. Or as I like to say, not ogre yet, but Storm gets mad at me.
Please stop. Please no. Please. No.
Don't worry, we're going to be getting a T cam here. I'm going to get a second webcam that just shows how much T I have.
Thanks.
This unsweetened English breakfast tea, oh man. Whoo, it's strong.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well, at this point, Xiled Kings has pretty much guaranteed that they're not going to be slipping below DR into relegation. At this point, the best thing they can hope for is being able to squeak out the draw so that they are able to keep pace with them. Whether or not it's going to happen, I mean, they have 4 rounds. It's a kind of steep climb here. I mean, they have not had much success on defense at all. Their strategy to tank up is not working. And again, that's a bad mistake there on
Attackers have
reinforcement.
located
You
a
want to
bomb.
put, I think it's better to put a rotate hole there and then go for the memorial
10 seconds remaining.
reinforcements.
Deployed and ready to go.
5 seconds left.
Using the castle is interestingly on pantry
Attackers are
window
moving
rather
to
than on
defuse the
pantry
bomb.
doorway.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to open up that PO box for people to be able to send in their T requests to me. Rise looks like he's gonna be going in down below. Ash just doesn't care. Gonna be rushing up the site quickly. I'd say that as he continues to crouch walk for the rest of the way.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Not quite. That's it. McSurko gonna go down. It's looking promising now. Gandalf gonna have to contest with the Legion, who is on the stairs. Oh, but that's gonna be hit. Dr. Bolo going down to Rise. Player gonna go out from down from above. Diffuser's down. This is actually looking pretty solid for the defense here.
Attackers recovered the
However, again, Ash just does not care at all. Just runs right past him, taking the diffuser and just getting out of there. Absolute mad lad.
Device ready.
There comes the Nomad just swinging into sight, and that's sight control. A little bit of a pause is going to allow that player to be able to rotate back closer into sight. And I love how I was going to say Legion, but it was not Legion. But Rise going down, Revan taking him out with the diffuser. But in comes the Nomad swinging the ARX, just doing damage. Alibi still downstairs. They're going to have to contest with the Wamai inside a living room. Now they're going to know exactly where he is.
bomb diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
But the Buck going to swing and take him out. It's all in the hands of Purge now, coming up the stairs. Is he going to be able to do it? And he's not. Socks cleaning it up there. Absolute madman. Did the old classic lean crouch spam.
Is Gig'em his name there? The one that's leading on
What's that?
XK. Well, that's a game for XK, of course, but
Yeah, XK definitely after their loss to God saying they're still in it. Ooh, gotta get a big boy
Gig'em,
stretch.
those swings, over and over again, just slamming them.
Oh man, it's time though. It's time for the match that we've been waiting for though.
It is.
It better
is
not
time.
disappoint me or I'm going to be very upset.
You got.